You guys have entered into the desert area that turns into the orc homeland. You guys are pushed up against... Well, it looks like Flint and Amari are pushing up against the mountainside to try and get some cover. And it looks like, almost like a cartoon, Tristan is hiding behind a cactus. Now, are you aiming your gun in a way that it's hidden perfectly behind the leg of or the arm of the cactus?
Yeah.
You can see his little cartoony head pick out and go, ooh, hello.
My old build is that I'm mentally insane.
Look, I'm basically spotting out the entire outpost to see what I can see.
What you can see is that they have torches up the top of the towers to give light. Basically, it seems like maybe the way's up and down, because it seems like they are trying to make it as dark as possible as at the top of the towers. Down below, you can see just over like the tops of some bushes, like the haze of some lights. So maybe there's some people walking with torches in the darkness in front of you, but you're not entirely sure what's in front of you or what to expect.
My bold little perception check.
Yeah. With a 30, your bird can notice that there is a compound with some large collection of orcs out in the distance far away. I need your bird to roll a stealth check now.
19.
19.
It's
Damn.
actually amazing for a D20.
With that, your bird guides away, and with its perception check, it can see that there's a large dire vulture looking up in the skies for prey. And with that very high 30 perception, what your bird also sees is a saddle strapped to its back. So Flint sees that. So Amari will probably know that. Tristan, however, is playing James Bond in the desert.
We can see each other, right?
Yeah, you can see each other. So if you guys want to try and make complex hand motions.
I was about to say, since we're doing cartoony, hiding behind cactuses, why don't you just make the hand signs? Try to show it.
I mean, Flint knows sign language.
Alright.
Does Tristan know sign language?
You can try to understand it.
Alright, let's see. Both of you roll linguistics, because you both have to succeed at understanding and making a language at the same time. Flint, you eloquently describe a vulture and a saddle on its back, and a big collection of orcs off in the distance. Tristan, you make a cool pose. Flint was able to get his information across. You aren't able to give him any information about what you figured out.
Jason's gonna start making his way over to them as you group back up.
Alright, so go ahead and give me a stealth check on your way across.
21?
Tristan, you walk across to the other side of the chasm, and you get to them.
I relay to the group what I saw.
I think we
So
need
it's a good-
assistance, or can we take it?
Wario, Jake had this plan just for us, so I'm guessing we can take it.
This is the main content. Actually, you guys spent a lot longer at the city than anticipated.
Jake, we just wanted to torture people, alright?
I found that out.
No, just look him up.
If
Go-
Amari knew that, you realize Amari would have actually had to fight you, right?
Yeah, that's why Amari was outside.
Who the fuck cleans the jail rooms?
Well, not the sheriff, but I mean, they were all going to cover for you. Give me a knowledge local check, because you need to know your homies.
Give me a minute. I don't have knowledge local on this shit.
Because we're gonna see how the local town guard of the city that Flint's lived in for the last couple of years. Ooh, Flint. A lot of them were looking at you in a new light as you were walking out, and the bruised knuckles that you saw that let you in and laughed about softening up for you, right? He's in the corner puking after looking at what you've done. And they all look at you terrified as you leave the jail. And that's what you remember. You're like, okay, maybe should have been a bit more perceptive about how I was acting.
I think this calls for a +1 to intimidation checks in that city.
Yeah. All right, Flint, go ahead and give yourself a point. You're gonna get a +1 intimidation check. I'll just say in the region, to be honest. So you'll just get a +1. That won't.
Warrior, you're welcome.
Warrior, no, don't even worry about it. I'll add it while we talk. So you guys just continue and tell me what you're gonna do while I add it.
This seemed like the better way in, because we can't use the water or anything, right?
Go ahead and give me a survival check.
I'm gonna double check you as well.
Tristan, you know with a 18 that you could probably get some halfway decent cover on the mountain and get over to where you needed to go. But you'd have to climb the mountain well above the vision of the tower, which would be a pretty heavy commitment. And using the mountain to approach from these towers are specifically set up to be looking over this valley. So right now you're basically in cover because you're in the lands they do not declare theirs. But you do know that the bushes to your right seem to continue onward. And you might be able to use that.
Cactus bushes. Cactus my way through that.
You're gonna...
Just a question, how long was this to get here? As I get my spells back, or...
yeah, you would refresh. It's been like a couple days journey. So Amari, you've been with them at least a day or two in travel. So like it's not fresh in your mind. Well, I mean it's probably still very fresh in your mind. But like it's not like they just did this. So right now you're giving them some leeway. But you are now going into this orcish compound. And actually, Amari, go ahead and give me a perception check, because I want to see what Amari sees in this situation. Because she has a very unique perspective as a monk. You don't see...
Much.
You don't see the orcs. You don't see the towers. What you see is the land. The land, and you can see the soil here, well, it's sand here and lifeless sand. It's fine and it's, you know, it's coarse and it gets everywhere, but it's okay.
Look at that,
But
Beautiful.
as it goes forward, you can see like the sand start to like become tainted and some sort of soil to come from beneath. And the land in front of you seems to be broken and almost like ash. So as you step on it, there's cracks that break in and go throughout it, and as you walk through it, it's hard to move through. You can just sort of see that as you're like watching animals move through it, because you're just sort of looking at like little bunnies, like little desert bunnies walking through, going a little bit too far into the orc land, and then just immediately being eaten by some sort of monstrous spider.
Oof. Traumatized. Okay.
And Mari's like, this is just a shit fucking week. There's something wrong. You just sort of get the sense, like, as you're looking at this nature and you're feeling the spiritual force of nature. Like, you're feeling the air speaking to you, the water, the earth, and the fire and the life around you. They all scream out as if they're being poisoned. And that's what you feel. And you can move forward.
Okay.
You said we thought the part through the bushes was the best part.
Yeah.
And he said that's what Tristan thought, right?
Yeah. And
What, through the bushes next to the water?
mhm. So that's what your survival check told you would probably be the best bet. Is going into the bushes and following along the coast. Because then you can at least use them as cover.
I'm gonna relay that to the other two and ask them for opinion. Their opinion.
It should be good as long as you don't fall into the water. Well, I'm
Right.
gonna move back and move to the other side, where the bushes.
Yeah, so
Alright.
I get out of the range of them and then move to the other side. I mean, move like the way that I moved, like all the way back here.
Alright, so you guys can enter into the bushes. Amari mad dashing it.
Yeah, I was just.
I mean,
I
they would
literally-
probably just see dust.
She is fast as fuck, boy. It is canonical that Amari is the fastest thing alive, like Barry Allen.
Yep.
Do the towers see anything below them, or is that like just forward, like they can't see straight down?
They do have the ability to look straight down, but these are the type of bushes where they have very, very flurry tops. So if you're very stealthy about it, you might be able to get away with maybe getting undetected.
Or we just
Yeah.
move slowly and be over there by taillights.
Trust me, you do not want to be here during daylight. You're getting a lot of leeway here because it's night.
All right, I'm about here. I'm gonna just peek out for a second, do a perception check to see what I can see from up a little bit up closer.
Tristan being a
Perception.
cartoon.
Oh yeah, of course.
Ooh, Tristan, so you are looking forward and you're taking one last look, trying to get one last little bit of information. And you can see some of the guards handing off a paper. Like, just with, like, somehow your vision, like, zooms in like it's a falcon look. Zoom all the way in, and you can just see a paper being moved through. One nodding, and then you can then see one of them start going down the ladder of the tower. So there seems to only be 2 guards left on the towers above.
Okay, so that's exactly what I relayed to the rest of the party.
We need that paper.
All right.
He doesn't even know what it is. We need that fucking paper.
Or it's not down paper, I don't have everything.
Go ahead, actually, and Flint, if you want, you can go and give me an additional perception check if you want to check, because Trisha might point it out, and you can get another spot and see if you can see something else. Amara, you too, as you can, if like you're
Sure.
looking right around. Oh my god, this is actually perfect. So Flint, you have a split second of hesitation because the second Tristan says point, it's over there, and you go to look, and he goes, they have a piece of paper, and you go back to look at him and be like, we need to get that. Amari, your focus did not break, and as you look forward, you see him go off the ladder, heading down instead of towards you guys, and then veering off quickly towards the mountain, like he had somewhere to go, and then he was out of sight.
Oh, we move closer.
Are these all bushes still?
Yep, these are all bushes as you continue on.
Oh my, that thing looks amazing.
Perfect.
As you guys
Well-
approach and you're looking through the bushes on the other side, you can see a monster playing in that whirlpool as you, like, just under the surface, going around
shit.
and around and around. And you can see it go down, and when it comes back up, it brings up the beam of a large pirate ship, and then just brings it up in the air, and then smashes to pieces on the way down, playing with
Is
it
that a
like it
m-
was a stick.
Jake, is that a monster or is that a creature?
Go ahead and give me a knowledge nature.
Knowledge nature, yeah?
Knowledge nature, yeah.
Okay, in that case, I can't re-roll that.
24.
You always kind of thought it was like a joke. It's called the Horned Eel. It was said to be the curse that kept the orcs in the birthing gorge. You always thought it was like a super convenient story because, like, it's probably just because there's a big empire on the other side and the orcs aren't stupid. But you're watching this thing and it's playing with it like it's a child. And you can see that the whirlpool below is unaffected by its movements. And it's just freely moving in the whirlpool like it's nothing. But that's not the thing that's causing the whirlpool.
Okay, that's scary. All right.
And I need all of you to roll a stealth check.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Well, now we're getting spotted.
No, I don't think so. We should be fine a little bit, hopefully.
Let me just roll his perception. Let's see. I'll roll it at disadvantage because he is very, very, very distracted.
Oh my god, what?
I'm sorry, he has a plus 22 perception? Uh-oh.
What,
What?
did you do?
Uh-oh. Alright, everyone roll a perception check.
Wait, what? That makes no sense.
Oh, you have an armor check
Shouldn't we
penalty.
that Why?
Your weight's all over the place. You put all your gold where it's going to measure the weight of the gold.
You need to put in weight.
Oh, no.
So, it was nothing more than you were just literally overcumbered by your wealth.
Suffering from success.
Not my coin.
Not my
Oh,
coin.
wait.
I love the idea that, like, in this moment, Tristan realized, I should have brought this to the bank. And at that point, he's dumping all of his money into his magical mailbag, hoping to God it goes to his bank. Every single one of you can see this. You see that creature go up with one of its new boughs to break like a fun stick. And as it goes down, you watch almost like a cartoon as it just snaps. And somehow, that one eye feels like it's looking all three of you in the eye. Everyone roll initiative!
I don't want to kill this thing.
What do I?
It's keeping the world.
If you guys,
I don't want to kill it.
if you guys want, you can just try and run the fuck away. But you would have to run out of the bushes.
Fuck it, I'd rather fight the orcs.
Alright, so you guys can run out and try and run a stealth check to try and get to...
Can I run to that bush?
Yeah.
With a stealth check?
Yeah, that's actually a very large dead tree. But you can run it. You can give me a stealth check to try and run to that tree to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing as well.
Yeah, they see me.
Hey, you don't know. They could roll real bad. Flint, Tristan, and Amari, run to that dead tree and get behind it. All of you. Go, 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 go! Quickly, as fast as you can! Run! They're coming! They're coming! They're coming!
My character stopped running.
it's
I'm so
No,
sorry.
at least they don't see money.
an after image. It's an after image. That's where she started running, and she was already at the tree before you guys got there.
That was the dust cloud left behind.
Yeah, that was the dust.
Exactly. Thank you.
All of you, when you sit behind that tree, you listen. Your hearts are beating. What? Especially you, Flint. You're like, I dropped a potion on the way over here, and I swore and said, fuck! But there's no yelling. You don't hear any orcish. You don't hear any movement. You don't hear any alarms going off. What you do see, however, is that giant fish destroy the fuck out of that bush. And then you do hear some orcish going...
I can understand it. We have to roll linguistics or anything?
No, what you hear is them bitching about that fish. That stupid... I hate that fucking fish. I hate that fish. Fuck that fish. It's so stupid. Look, it just attacked that bush. Stupid fish. I hate that fish. I wish it was dead. I want that fish dead. That's...
Goodness.
Tristan doesn't understand Orcish, right? So he just looks over at Flint and does like a thumbs up and then a thumbs down and then a quizzed face. Like, is it good? Are we good or no? Because he doesn't understand.
Just
I put a
gets
thumbs
away.
up.
Thumbs up.
So when Tristan sees the thumbs up, he just puts his hands up and gives himself like a slow high five.